Alrighty. Hello, Internet. Wolfman Doom Gaming here, and welcome to one of my most favorite games, which is Alan Wake. I bought this game in a whim, good a few years ago, and it looked interesting. The pictures and everything, it looked really interesting, and I was like, yeah, sure, let's give it a shot. And I started playing it, and it's a good game. It's spooky, it's interesting, it's weird. It's a very odd but good game. For those who ever seen like Stephen King movies, like the Ashley TV adaptations, like it's something along those lines. But as I said, I was told to everybody prior to, this game is to be a stream only. Hey, Sarah. Just because the game has a lot of copyright music in it, has a shit ton of copyright music in it. At the end of every chapter, there was a copyright song, and obviously I do not own the rights to those. So, I'm saying a lot tonight, by the way. But I don't know how long I'm gonna play. I would like to sit here and play at least most of it, but you know, this game is also fairly long. Alright, obviously we're starting a new game. Normal. Now, a few things we'll go over real quick before we get started. Like I said, I played this game a lot. I have gotten fairly good at it, if not kind of mastered it. I don't think I've died in my past playthroughs. I mean, I might have, like, here and there made a stupid mistake. One thing, there are pages scattered around the world, like collectibles. I have gotten all the pages that I can get between normal and hard. The ones on Nightmare are ridiculous to go for. So, in terms of like collectibles, I've done pretty much everything there is to get. So, this will be just focusing on just the story.
Stephen King once wrote that nightmares exist outside of logic, and there's little fun to be had in explanations. They're antithetical to the poetry of fear. In a horror story, the victim keeps asking why, but there can be no explanation, and there shouldn't be one. The unanswered mystery is what stays with us the longest, and it's what we'll remember in the end. My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer.
Does it sound alright, by the way? Does it sound loud enough?
I've always had a vivid imagination, but this dream unsettled me. It was wild and dark and weird, even by my standards. So yes, it began with a dream. Following a typical nightmare pattern, I was late, desperately trying to reach my destination, a lighthouse. For some urgent reason, I couldn't remember. I'd been driving too fast down a coastal road to get there. I'd seen the hitchhiker too late. He was dead. I was convinced they'd put me in jail and I would never see Alice again. Suddenly, his body was gone. I was in shock from the crash. I could hardly stay on my feet.
Up. No. Down is down and up is up. No inverted look for us.
The radiator had broken when I hit the hitchhiker. The car wasn't going anywhere.
Does it sound loud enough before I continue? Does it sound loud enough, or does it need to be turned up a little bit?
I had to go to the lighthouse. I knew there was something important waiting for me there.
Sarah, I'm kind of talking to you. Not paying attention. Yeah, whatever.
You don't even recognize me, do you, Ryder? You think you're God? You think you can just make up stuff? Play with people's lives and kill them when you think it adds to the drama. You're in this story now.
Come on, jump. There you go.
You missed your deadline! Damn. You can't stop me!
I realized that the hitchhiker was a character from the story I'd been working on.
Yeah, alright. If anyone hears this, I'm trying to say, does it sound loud enough? Because no one's giving me an answer.
Hands of your own creation.
Oh, that's loud enough. Hey, you're back from the dead. I'm trying.
Mr. Week, it's me. Play Stewart, remember? Quickly, get inside. There's no time to lose.
Oopsie.
Oh no! Stop! No! Damn it, die! No! 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 I was trapped. There was no way out. The cabin was a death trap. I had to get out.
should go into the light.
Trying
You're
to.
safe there. Well done. I have something important to tell you. It goes like this. For he did not know that beyond the lake he called home lies a deeper, darker ocean green, where waves are both wilder and more serene. To its ports I've been. To its ports I've been. Do you understand?
No.
Follow my light. I entered your dream to teach you. The darkness is dangerous. It's sleeping now. When it feels you coming, it will wake up. There's no time. I can only show you the most important thing. The hitchhiker has been taken over by the dark presence. You can't hurt him now. The darkness protects him from all harm. Only light can drive the darkness away and make him vulnerable again. Here, take the light. Turn your flashlight toward him and burn the darkness away. You did it. Now the darkness no longer protects him, but it's still inside, controlling him. He can't be saved. He's still a threat. He is still your enemy. Here, take the gun.
Now you'll die.
Good. You've done well. Remember what I've taught you. That is all. I will give you back your dream now.
Thank you.
A terrible
Oh,
darkness
sorry
has
about
taken
that.
over the world. The lighthouse was the last safe place on Earth.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
You made me this way, and now I'm gonna
Once I played this.
This is it. You did just like
No, thank you.
I can keep this up forever.
Ow. I ran out of run juice.
Baby, just another nightmare. Everything's fine. You dozed off.
Right. Anything more than dozed off would be news for everyone.
Cheer up, handsome. We're here.
Alright, so we're finally actually playing the
Let's
game.
act like we're on vacation. Go stand next to that old gentleman there. I want
Hold
a shot
on.
of you with the town in the background.
Sure. I'll even give you a title for the shot. A city boy, moments before he got eaten by a bear.
Alright, this guy here, remember this guy? You'll see him later on.
Alan, before he missed the shot.
We were standing in the way like a dang statue. And this guy here, you'll see him later too.
Hello there. You picked a good time to visit our town. Deerfest is just 2 weeks away.
Deerfest, huh? Did you hear that, honey?
You have a lovely wife. If you don't mind me saying. I'm Pat Maine, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I'm Alan Wake.
I won't pretend I don't recognize a famous writer such as yourself, Mr. Wake. A pleasure. I'm an avid reader myself. I hope this isn't too presumptuous of me, but I'm the night host at the local radio station. Any chance I could get an interview?
Look, Mr. Maine, I'm on vacation. In fact, I'd appreciate it if we could keep my being here just between the two of us. I'm sure you understand.
Fair enough. You can trust me to be discreet. Not a hard man to track down if you change your mind, though. I hope you two have a lovely holiday.
Very nice. I got a couple of really good ones. And I see you made a friend. That's cute.
Right. Yeah?
Hey, bestseller, how's my favorite writer? Are you there yet?
Barry. Yeah, we just got here.
Are the locals giving you trouble? Just say the word and I'll hop on a plane and come make sure that you're left alone, Al.
No, Barry, we're fine.
Great, great. Just want to make sure you can relax and recharge. So, how is the place? Has it gotten your creative juices flowing?
Barry, we're just settling in.
Okay, Al. I'll call back later to make sure you're doing okay. And you call me if there's a problem, okay? Okay. I'm just looking out for you, buddy. Talk to you later.
I love you too, Barry.
You know he's going to be calling you every 5 minutes.
Barry is Barry. I can always turn off the phone.
What did I tell you?
Text message from Barry. He says hi to you too.
Alan, we're here. Come on, let's get back to the car. We need to stop at the local diner to get the cabin key from the landlord. A Mr. Carl Stuckey. He's waiting for us. I'll go fill her up while you get the key. I'll pick you up here in, say, 15 minutes?
Sure.
Alan, thank you for coming here with me.
I love you too. Go on. I'll promise to behave. I'd forgotten there were still places like this. Towns where everybody knew everybody.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner.
Hi, I was wondering if you could help me. I'm looking for...
Mr. Wake. Alan Wake. Oh, God! I am your biggest fan. I know people say that all the time, but I really am.
I'm glad to hear that.
Rose.
Rose, I'm looking for Mr. Stuckey. Carl Stuckey?
Carl? Oh, of course, Mr. Wake. He must have gone to visit the restroom. He'll be back in a moment. I can't believe it. I've got all your books. I got the cutout from the bookstore when they took it out of the window.
And you keep it here. Well, okay. Good for you.
All right, so we're finally
The coffee. Just don't
into the game.
fall in love.
So
It'll break your heart when
just a quick haha thing I learned during the
Nothing but black coffee.
time I played this game. This was back when like
That makes two of us.
I realized someone was talking. Let me pause real quick then. So this game came back out in 2010.
Staying long, Mr. Wake? I can't believe it. I'm having a conversation with Alan Wake.
I think it was around the time that GTA 4 came out.
Or is your wife with you? I can show you.
But oh my god. Okay, shut up. The thing I want to say is this game was supposed to be originally like an open world game. You're supposed to go from like place to place on your own. I forgot what happened and why they changed that, but they did.
Work at 6.
So if you're looking at things, the world feels more fleshed out, and that's why, because it is fleshed out.
Do me a favor, Sonny. I could really use a tune right now. Coconut, number 6 in the jukebox. I'd do it myself, but both of my legs have gone to sleep. Bad circulation. Yeah.
Are you serious? Coconut again? You disgust me. Call yourself a rocker. Unbelievable. Ha!
Alright, here's our first piece of copyright music.
You put the lime in the coconut, drink them both up.
Just because we're brothers, don't think I won't murder you in your sleep.
It does that. Get stuck. Yeah, you need to give it a good solid whack. Yes, that's my favorite tune. Coconut. Now that's what I'm talking about. Yes.
This is it. I've died and gone to hell.
This lady too, I didn't realize who she was till like after I played it the first time. Remember her too. You'll see her much later in the game.
Don't go in there, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark.
I think I can handle it, ma'am. I didn't want to wait. I wanted to find Stucky, to get the key and get out as soon as possible. The waitress was giving me a headache. Overeager fans always did. Hello? Mr. Stucky?
Carl couldn't make it. Unfortunately, he was taken ill. But I have the key for you and instructions on how to get to the lake.
Okay.
I wish you a good stay in my cabin. I'll come by later to check how you've settled in. And to meet your wife. I insist.
Thanks.
Cauldron Lake is a special place. Very inspiring.
Cool.
You got lucky this time, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark. This really ought to be fixed. And then I must remind Sarah to change the lights at the station. It's been too long already.
Even that sounds better than your singing.
Are you alright?
Splendid, splendid. Damn hernia. It swells up like a balloon if I lift anything heavier than a spoon. Yeah. Splendid, splendid. It's been a long time gone.
The Andersons, they're, local musicians. We're waiting for Dr. Hartman to come pick them up. They wandered off from his clinic at the Cauldron Lake Lodge.
You'll see him again later, and you'll see her again later. Pretty much everybody we met so far, you'll see again later at some point.
Bye, Mr. Wake.
Mission accomplished. The key and the directions.
My hero. I got some flashlights, just in case.
Hey, wait! Mrs. Wake! Your keys!
That diner was a real nut house.
Can you believe this place? This would make a wonderful setting for a book.
We're supposed to be on vacation, Alice. I'll figure it out when we get back home. Okay?
Okay. We can talk about this later.
Batman here on KBFF.
I didn't want to talk about it. I wanted to bury my head in sand.
Here's another one of my favorites to go with it.
Once upon a time, I was a successful writer, but that was a long time ago. I hadn't been able to write a word in 2 years. Not since my last book.
And now the weather. It's gonna be a clear night, so you folks in the big city might want to look up every once in a while. See those stars winking down at you? It gets pretty dark out here, but they'll light your way.
Wow. It's gorgeous, Alan.
It's something, all right. Don't worry, honey. I'll get you inside safe and sound before it gets dark. And I've got the flashlight. Alice had a phobia. The fear of darkness. I wanted to make sure we were inside with the lights on before sunset.
Like I said, it's a neat little game. It's different. I like it. It's just an odd little game. And like I said already, before I go any further, I've already
Connected to the power cable.
like I already explained, once my stream ends, whenever we end it, there's no record of it. I have turned it off. Just because there's so much copyright music in it and it's not worth keeping. So.
The lights are on. Good work, honey. I'll freshen up a bit and start settling in.
Okay, I'll look around a bit.
Sure thing. Have fun.
It was a beautiful place. I told myself I could rest here, sleep here, and forget about my work. I thought we could be happy here. Alice had told me about Cauldron Lake Lodge. The old building used to be a hotel, but these days it was no longer open to the public.
And we'll go there later too. That's much later.
The island had once been the site for a love story. Maybe it would be that again.
Yeah, right.
Alice? Honey?
Alan, I'm upstairs. I have a surprise for you.
Well, hello there.
I'm not the surprise. It's in the study. Go take a look.
Okay.
Surprise!
Alice? What is this?
I guess I have a small confession to make. I thought maybe you could write here that a change of scenery would get you past...
Damn it, Alice! Everyone
Hey, just hear me out. There's a local doctor, Dr. Hartman. I read a book of his. He has a private clinic here. He specializes in helping artists.
So now you want to get me committed?
No, it's not like that. That's not... Alan? Alan?
Just don't! I don't want to hear it! God damn it, Alice! God damn it! I knew she wouldn't follow me in the dark. I needed some time alone to think things through. Damn it. Alice? Alice? Alice! The cabin had gone dark. All the lights were out. Alice, I'm coming! It's all right, I'm coming! What the hell?
Working on it.
Alice? Alice? Oh no!
Keep going, Alan. Wake up.
Alice? Waking up in the crashed car felt like I had woken from one nightmare and entered another. I couldn't remember how I got there. All I knew was that something terrible had happened to Alice. The phone was dead. I'd have to find help on foot.
Alright, hold on a second. Cody wants to come out of bed. Right, Cody? Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Good old Mr. Fluffball.
The gas station was my best bet. They'd have a phone I could use. It looked like a long hike through the forest to get there.
Bone. Yeah, I'll put it. Sorry, maybe my phone is a little better. I can keep an eye on everything. Not as much to keep an eye on. It's only me and you here, Sarah. But you know, still.
Hello?
Hello? Someone there?
There's the pages.
The loose sheets of paper were pages from a manuscript entitled Departure. That was the name I planned to use for the next novel I had never gotten started. I was named the author. I hadn't written it. I couldn't remember writing it. In the scene on the page, the hero was attacked by an axe murderer in the woods at night.
But we already have all the pages, well, at least most of the pages, so not much to worry about collecting.
Anybody there? Please, I've been in an accident.
I know playing this, I'll remember how to play it properly, and we'll be okay. That doesn't sound cocky, but I don't remember the last time I died in this game.
Good sign. Maybe I wouldn't have to hike all the way down to the gas station to find a phone.
Because I was making like a stupid mistake. Because there's a lot of spots in this game where you could like easily just drop off a ledge or slide off something.
Anybody there? Please, I've been in an... Hey! Hey, you!
Phil!
There's been an accident. I need help.
Listen, I need to...
Premium cabins for rent in
Nightfall.
Oh, hell.
Carl Stuckey.
Pleased
To meet you. Non-refundable
reservation
deposit required. Fair and square.
Anyways, I'm not worried about the pages. I'm gonna keep just going past them.
I had to figure a way out of this. Any second now, and Stuckey would be knocking on the door with his axe like Nicholson in The Shining.
Energizer. Gotta love product placement.
During your trying, it's the latest.
Yes.
In
Bright Falls Sheriff's Station.
proven
Hello? Hello?
one stone.
This is bad.
All right.
My head pounded with a concussion. I'd never fired a gun outside a shooting range, and now I just killed someone. Or something. There were no bodies. They just disappeared. If I was dreaming, it felt real enough to make me sick.
Alright, there's a secret over here.
Painted graffiti was revealed by my flashlight. Someone had hidden a chest of supplies near it.
Now everything we learned in the little tutorial we had when we were dreaming, obviously is useful. I said it was a little tutorial to teach us, you know, what's what. And now we know what's useful, what to do, more or less. More or less.
The Dark Forest was the last place I wanted to go, but I had no choice. I had to get to the gas station.
Oh, it's duck season. save the flare when I really need it.
What the hell was that?
It's nothing.
When I saw the river below, something uncoiled itself inside my head. I realized that I'd have to find a way across. I didn't even want to look at the water.
I looked at it. This part you usually die. It's hard to. It's the one part I've always had problems with. Because it's not clear where to go. And when you go the wrong way into that water, bloop. You did. They didn't make it very clear here. Most of the rest of the game is very very clear where to go, but this part here it was just confusing. Not sure why. There was Stucky chasing me down the darkness.
Stucky was still out there, in the dark, stalking me.
Now, when you had the flashlight like supercharged like that, it uses the battery more. Obviously, you can see it will recharge itself. If you're in a pinch, you can replace the batteries. I used to not being so crazy with the flashlight. But this game's it's very creepy. It's very good atmosphere to it. But it's not really a blood and guts kind of horror game. That's what's good about it. It's creepy, but it's not really scary. At least not for me. It's not like, you know, scary. But I thought it'd be good to play for Halloween.
The staircase was broken. I had to make my way up some other way.
Alright, that needs power. I'd rather not waste the batteries on stupid things. I'd rather keep as much as I possibly can, because when you really need it, you never have it. So it's like the game wants you to panic. It wants you to do the wrong thing. And you have to get very used to keeping your stuff and always on you. use it very sparingly. And save that. Is all that's in here? I don't want to ruin anything, so let's just say the shotgun is obviously useful for multiple reasons. Ah, damn it. Oops, that was the wrong button. Now, I'm not planning on playing all night. I would like to, don't get me wrong, but I know I'll get too tired, and now I'm already starting to feel me getting tired as it is. I can keep going, but I know it's starting to come on.
Well, I was just outside for a breath of fresh air, and what a night. I know most of you are probably in your beds by now, but if you're still up and around, take a moment. Step outside for a spell and breathe in deep. The weather is absolutely still. The sky is crystal clear. It's like the forest is quietly breathing along with you. As you listeners know, I'm a night owl, and it's on nights like this I wish I wasn't cooped up in the studio. Makes an old man like me wish I could just roam wild. But here I am, and who'd keep you company all night long if I weren't? It looks like I'm not the only one staying up late. Caller, you're on the air.
Hey, Pat, it's Maurice Horton.
Hello, Maurice. What are you up to?
Well, I was just taking Toby on his walkies.
Oh, isn't it beautiful out there?
Sure, but Pat, the reason I called is that Toby heard something rustling in the undergrowth and took off after it, and I couldn't find it.
Probably a rabbit.
Sure. Toby loves rabbits.
Well, sure.
Anyway, I figured if anyone runs into Toby, they could grab him. My number's on his collar.
And Toby's a friendly dog?
Toby loves people. Usually he comes back, but we were pretty far from home, and it sounds like he went pretty wild there. Great dog, but just too dumb for his own good.
Well, Maurice, it's out there now. Hope Toby comes home soon.
Yeah, thanks, Pat.
You have a good night now.
Alrighty. And there's videos like that scattered throughout the world. So we'll run to Pat Mean more than once.
The gas station was closer now, its light welcoming in the darkness.
Paul makes the best dogs in the state. Belly Burster is the best with no contest. Monster Dog is second best. The famous dog is Dope.
Woo, that was close. Gotta remember, the enemies don't like the darkness, so as long as we're in the light, we are okay. That's right, the coffee thermoses. How about those? See ya. Yeah, we'll take it just because. Also, the lake points, I can see their checkpoints. Getting to a lake point is spot for you to breathe. There is stuff up here, yeah. That'll come in handy. Might have been a waste, but there was a couple of them I didn't feel like dealing with them.
Science. It bestows immortality on those who advance it to elevate all of mankind. Newton, Einstein, Sagan, princes among men. But the price for such a legacy is steep indeed. In Night Springs.
Obviously, a spoof on a Twilight Zone.
A quantum suicide. If our lives are already written, it would take a courageous man to change the script. Having called a press conference, Dr. Barclay Colvin is about to demonstrate that very courage.
Ladies and gentlemen of the press, I am Dr. Barclay Colvin, and I'm glad so many of you could join me here
That's boring.
at the Moorcock Institute. Tonight, I'm going to give a practical demo.
Ah, there's a button in there, that's right.
Known as a quantum suicide. Did he say suicide? Is that a real gun? He's kidding, right?
It's nice knowing what's going to happen ahead of time, so I know what to prepare for. I knew that. There we go.
Stucky's body vanished, leaving behind only a lifetime of nightmares to come. Assuming I'd reach the lights at the gas station alive.
Now, playing as your first time, it's a lot more treacherous, a lot more harder.
I recognized the parade float I had seen in Bright Falls when I first arrived with Alice.
You don't know what to expect, and it is very nerve-wracking your first time around.
After the insanity I had just experienced in the darkness, the lights of the gas station felt comforting. At least for a moment, the sane world reasserted itself. The garage was a mess. It looked like someone had trashed the place, or that there'd been some kind of fight.
All right. I'll keep writing. Outside, there's only darkness. Outside the cabin, outside the story, there's only darkness. I can feel her presence in the dark. Just now, I could smell her perfume in the room. I'll reach her. I'll fix it up. I'll bring her back. The story will come true. If I stop, she's lost.
I don't believe this. It'd been me on the TV, talking crazy. Was I losing my mind?
Bright Falls Sheriff Station.
Oh, thank God, Sheriff.
Sheriff Sarah Breaker. You are...
I'm Alan Wake, but listen. I was in a car crash. My wife, Alice, she's missing.
Calm down, Mr. Wake.
We were staying in a cabin on the island, on Cauldron Lake.
There's no island on Cauldron Lake, not since the big eruption in the 70s.
Please, I can take you there, okay?
You look like you've taken a pretty bad knock to the head. Are you okay?
Listen.
We'll figure this out. Please get in the car. We'll swing by the lake and then we'll go to the station, okay? Mr. Wake, have you seen Stucky, the guy who owns this place?
I realized I couldn't tell her what had happened in the forest.
No.
And then she wouldn't have helped me with Alice. Previously on Alan Wake. I came to Bright Falls with my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to hear it. God damn it, Alice.
Now, she's missing.
Alice? Alice?
I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare. The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at. But the cabin had disappeared.
Episode 2, Taken.
Honey, I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up. Hey, handsome. This is gonna be a long night, but these shots are turning out great.
I guess you're gonna need that coffee then. I'll go put it on.
Alright, now funny thing is, this game was made by Remedy. The same people who made another game. Obviously. I'm trying to think of the name of the game. Max Payne. I always theorized that it's New York, it's during a winter storm, and Max Payne, it's also set during the winter. And I know it's just a huge coincidence, but I often wondered if Max Payne wasn't happening on the outside. Yeah, I'm on the couch. Huh. That probably shouldn't be. I didn't know I can even do that. Now, the funny thing is, the game we're going to play eventually, Quantum Break, there's actually a nod to Alan Wake in that game. I hate that bookshelf. It looks like a mouth with teeth.
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
There's the Empire State Building. Like that one right there above my head.
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
Well, you seemed to think so last night.
And it's not the same actor. Well, the same person.
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called.
Alan? Alan, please check the fuse box.
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry!
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay. Hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
I know it's stupid, but it's just... Especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head.
Thank you for testing the lights, Miss Weaver. Everything seems to be fine.
I don't have the luxury of being complacent, Deputy Grant. The bulbs will need changing soon. You can't change them in the dark.
I'll be sure to take care of it, Miss Weaver. Have a nice day now.
Very good. I'll come back later on to remind you, just in case.
Alice was missing. I needed help to find her. I wasn't ready to leave.
I am.
Mr. Wake, the sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor.
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up. Excuse me. I need to take this. Hello?
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in
Mr. Wake,
Elderwood
can I help
National
you with
Park.
anything?
There's a spot called Lover's Peak. Midnight. Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
Hey, mister. Thank you, man, thank you. Hey, you're all right. You're a good guy. Don't let anybody tell you different. You know, I shouldn't even be in here. The cops, they got it all wrong. See, sure, I beat him up, but I wasn't drunk.
Alright, cool.
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, go through the fence on the left. Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business. Barry?
Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Al, what the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
Yeah.
A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
Marvelous, Sarah. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused.
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh! Hey! Oh, my!
Take it easy.
Hey, nobody move! Get your hands off of my client!
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him!
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Who's Max?
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan. She even has a fan site dedicated to you. And she was very helpful when I was looking for you. Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car? Just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? What, are you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice.
Do
and
you
everything's
understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller.
Wait here.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Seriously, Al, you can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No, this whole thing is... Listen.
Wait here.
Your head.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too. If you have any trouble finding it, just keep your eyes on the radio mast. It's right below that.
If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha! Let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now. Look, Al, you're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went poof into thin air, a guy who was bulletproof until you pointed a flashlight at him. You hear that from people who end up spending time in padded rooms, strapped to their beds, wearing white shirts with too long tangled up sleeves, and eating a healthy diet of pills. Al, you make cruel jokes about people who believe that kind of stuff. You're the skeptic. You gave me an hour-long lecture on homeopathy last month. What was it? If there's no proof, it's pure bullshit. Period.
Guess the laugh's on me then.
Al, come on! I mean, okay, maybe something weird happened to you, okay?
Well, thanks for the heartfelt vote of confidence.
All I'm saying is you gotta throw me a bone here, bestseller. What would you think if it was me? There's no way you should be going out at midnight with a gun.
No one asked you to come here, Barry. Either work with me on this or go straight back to New York. Your choice.
That's just crazy talk, Al. Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her! This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help, and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Achoo! Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be deliverance all over again.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and end this here. I want to thank everyone for watching. Hopefully you're enjoying this. Like I said, there'll be no recording of it. So if you missed it or you fell asleep or anything like that, you can't re-watch it. So anything that happened, well, you're SOL. We will continue this tomorrow. I would like to try and beat this. There's really not any point to. I don't know. It's all whatever. Alright. Guys, take it easy out there, and I will see you tomorrow. Till then, have a good one.